You already know BC, anything for clans don't make sense. I gotta touch on this woman on the screen here that went on a trip to Mexico around the time that Roe versus Wade was overturned. And she went ahead and checked on all the women in her life because of this law that was overturned. And then she decided to check on her mother, which her mom was sounding kind of strange on the phone the first time she called. Then she called again, her tone, the way she was articulating, and told her that she was pregnant by her then boyfriend, but now her ex, for obvious reasons. But I kind of find it funny that she was checking on all the women in life, over the fact that the Roe versus Wade was overturned. Like, it was such a crazy, tragedy. Like, it just, what this is going to cause? You to take responsibility. For women to take responsibility for sleeping with random guys unprotectedly, and for people that are not supposed to be parents are becoming parents. This is a problem. Just like in her case. It's funny how she mentioned that, because look at the mom. The mom got pregnant by her then boyfriend. And you got to really think about this over the Roe versus Wade situation, and now the mom got pregnant. It's just like, it's so ironic. But how I look at it, she went on a girls trip. We already know what girls trips entail. These women like to go on these girls trips so they can just be the best that they can be in another state. To be the most promiscuous woman, and then come back as if nothing happened to these men that stay with these women. So if you were the woman that like to go on girls trips, I'm gonna let you know right now, she over there getting thrashed on them girls trips and then coming back to you. But let's get into it. But the mom, see, this is what happens when you have women that don't raise their daughters to be wife material, because they become mothers themselves, and then they teach their daughters to be thoughts, teach their daughters to have multiple options, to monkey branch. And this is what happens. And then now look what the daughter's doing. She going on girls trips, and then now the man she probably knew what time it was. He probably like, man, she going on girls trips. All right, I'm gonna do what I do. Even he a piece of shit as well, for doing that, because a lot of people nowadays don't got no morals. It's lack of morals and principles and integrity nowadays across the board. But her mom getting pregnant and sounding like she's sad about what's going on and this, that, and the third is just ridiculous, because you wasn't sounding that way when you was in the bed with him. You wasn't feeling that way when you was doing it. Just like when these women go on these girl trips, you ain't feeling that way when you doing it. So it's ironic how this occurred, but this is why it's vital that you teach your daughters to be wives, to be one man's woman, not multiple, not a side chick. But this is the end result, because this is how parenting is not being taught the appropriate way in these households, and they're growing up, and it's just a curse.